We all hear it. Unplug, be present, put your phone down. But what does that really mean when your work lives online? When your camera, your phone, your creativity are all connected? For 24 hours, we try to disconnect. No Wi-Fi, no scrolling, just nature, glamping, and a chance to be present. I'm a photographer and content creator, which means I'm almost never offline. The line between real life and content is blurrier than I'd like to admit. A sunset isn't just a sunset anymore. It's a potential to be a thumbnail. It's our 1-year wedding anniversary, so we booked a little glamping trip to Samsø. Just us, a tent, and our attempt to unplug. But obviously, I'm bringing my camera. Let's not be ridiculous. It sounded simple, just turn the phones off. But before we left, we gave our predictions. Because if this goes badly, at least we'll have evidence of how delusional we were. I think I can probably unplug. Scrolling is not a problem. I'm not really scrolling too much anyway, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be enjoyable and fun.
I'm actually looking very much forward to doing it. To have 24 hours with no connection to anything, it's gonna be amazing. So yes, I think I can do it.
Reaching for my phone is like muscle memory, and we haven't even arrived yet. But this time, it isn't about showing people where I am. It's about actually being here. The rules: phone stays in airplane mode. No texts, no scrolling, no internet. I can film, but I can't escape into the feed. And we finally made our way to the glamping site! Of course, in true offline fashion, there was no one at the reception. Just a note telling us to pick a tent. No Wi-Fi login, no directions, just figure it out. Which is basically the theme of unplugging. See what the shower and toilets looks like. Ooh. Oh, okay. Not that bad. Full-length mirror. Shower. Okay, that's actually not bad, honestly. And this is me and Jakob's first time glamping. The thing about this place is that it's half glamping and half hotel, because right there are also hotel rooms. What's also awesome is, look, the water's over there. Let's check out the first tent. This is choice 1. This is so much nicer than I thought. Oh, maybe we can do some star seeing tonight. I feel like they look the same. But, okay, if this one looks the same, then I'm going to assume they all look the same. They kind of look the same. To our next fact. Fun fact, or not fun fact about myself, is that I am scared of the dark, and I'm scared of unknown darkness. Certain darknesses I can deal with, but unknown darkness I cannot. So this depicts my tent choice, and I think I'm going to choose the tent in the front that's closest to the toilet. That way, in the evening time, because I'm a nighttime shower, it's less distance to get from the toilet in the dark to the tent. But I think the downside of choosing this tent is that it's in front of the main road. But honestly, there isn't anyone here. The only person here is one staff person, and he's cleaning up the rooms, but I don't think anyone will be here while our time is here anyway, so maybe that's not going to be a problem. We're home for the night, rolling it up to air it out because it is so hot inside. Starting now until the next 24 hours, we will be going into airplane mode. And there it was, airplane mode. No notifications, no quick searches, no sneaky scrolls, just me, Jakob, and the sound of the sea. We are deciding to go and find the beach. I mean, obviously we see the sea, but how to get there will be the kicker here, because obviously we're offline. So Google Maps will not work, but we do have an actual paper map. Jakob found a little path to the beach. This beach is so beautiful. It's not a sandy beach. It's one of those pebble beaches. The Bronze Age wells.
Okay, so it's from oak wood, and it's one of the most special past memories in Denmark. The tree around it is almost 3,000 years old.
But look at the size. See the size of Jakob, and then the well itself. It's actually not that's big.
A holy spring.
we're just sunbathing on the deck, we see dolphins. We get to dolphin watch. Like, they're coming out of the water, just like so many of them. It's amazing. Oh my god, so cool.
There's something about the sea that just resets you. No Wi-Fi, no notifications, just waves reminding you to slow down. We settled in, went for a swim, and started to believe this whole offline thing might actually work. Until
we are getting a little hungry, but we did see at least 2 people on the site. So we're going to ask if they know of any place to get food. So let's see.
12 seconds later.
No. End of answer. There's no food here, but the closest supermarket is a town that's actually kind of far away because we're on our bikes. So, and then if we want to do a restaurant, it's literally on the other side of the island. We were planning to walk, hence just being on the road, because Samsø has a lot of those organic stands where you just go up and you pay however much you get from the stand, like the self-service stands. So I think we're going to do that, but we changed our mind and we're going to do it on bike because we're going to just walk it. But then, you know, you just change your mind and you realize that's not the brightest idea.
we set off on a mission for dinner, except it was Sunday in Denmark, which basically means everything is closed. Like, everything. Samsø on a Sunday is a gamble. You might find food or you might starve. Depends. Our only hope was the one supermarket still open 2 towns over. Biked until the next city over because we didn't find any food stands. So we're going to find that supermarket that guy mentioned. There's a huge map right here.
But it doesn't say.
Yeah, but it doesn't say. So I feel like we're going to find it somehow because the town is not that big. So I feel like we're going to have to run into that supermarket somehow. There are 2 ladies there and Jakob is going to ask them where it is.
Okay.
And we found it! Oh my goodness. Thankfully, this supermarket closes late. It closes at 10, which apparently the guy said that this is the only supermarket on the island that closes this late. Thank goodness it is like the town over, or it's like 2 towns over. Yeah! We're going with crackers and cheese. I think he's the black kind and pizza kind, but I think we'll go with this one.
Made it back with some food. For tonight's dinner haul, we have rye bread, of course. This is solsikke, which is sunflower. And then we have a cream cheese, which is mushroom cucumber. I think we're just going to like break it in half and then slice it like an apple since we don't have a knife or anything. And then cheese, of course. And then more cheese. Then, of course, vegan slices of meat. For our drink, we are sharing the vitamin water. It has strawberry and raspberry antioxidants. Importantly, the black crackers. This is dark sky biscuit crackers. Thankfully, we're not that far from the toilet, so I will go wash these veggies. The black crackers are definitely a really good choice. I'm glad we went with these ones instead of the circle pizza ones. Because I don't think the other ones would have tasted the same. Yeah.
This was dinner. Honestly, for Danes, this isn't a survival kit. It's a 5-star meal. And you know what? Sitting outside, no screens, just us, it tasted better than any restaurant.
Now it is completely dark, but we are actually going to do some stargazing because the stars look so beautiful right now. But the tent came with this huge mattress, so we're setting it up. Also, I forgot to mention, the star blanket is actually a weighted blanket, so it's really heavy duty and has been keeping us warm so far since we had dinner.
We dragged out the camp stargazing bed. No phones, no Netflix, just actual stars. Turns out the original streaming service was free.
We stargazed for a couple of hours now. I think we both accidentally fell asleep, but I kid you not, we saw about 15 minimum, maybe 15, 20 shooting stars, because the other night was actually one of those meteor showers, and so since the earth is still moving through that space of meteor shower remnants, we're still seeing a good amount of shooting stars, which is honestly so beautiful to see. But we're going to call it a night, and honestly I think going offline has been pretty easy so far. I mean, it's been a journey having to navigate without Google Maps, but the 24-hour isn't up, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning from another glamping day on Samsø, and we are actually about to drink our coffee that we bought yesterday. I'm not going to lie, usually we have a habit of going on shorts and TikTok for at least an hour in the evening time.
Yeah,
but
a bad habit.
Yeah, it's actually really bad, and we're outing ourselves by admitting that. But I think the first step is admitting that and knowing to try to change that. So last night was quite nice not having to be on the screen. Also, since we're going offline without the GPS, it kind of made it feel like back in the day. I don't know how old you guys are, the viewers, but we're in our 30s. So when we grew up, we didn't really have internet. I mean, obviously we did, but it wasn't in a way that you had GPS. Like if you wanted the maps, you had to print out directions to find your way around. And it kind of felt like that. It was like nostalgia almost. We are actually going to walk back down to the beach and do some morning yoga. Where the hell is it going? Oh my god, it's on you! What the hell? Are you not going to swat it off? Oh my god. No, it's still on you!
It's there now. Go also.
And that is the reason why Jakob is walking in front of me, so he can break all the spider webs so I don't have to run into it.
The next morning was slower. Coffee, meditation, yoga, sitting by the sea, nothing complicated, just us, and the kind of silence you don't realize you've been missing until you hear it again.
Now, finally for our second coffee.
At some point this morning, I realized I hadn't thought about my phone in hours, not because I tried to forget, but because I finally had nothing to escape from. I kept waiting for boredom, but it never showed up. Instead, I found something quieter, something slower, something kind.
Some lunch is finally here, and Nicola, who helped and was so kind about it all, we mentioned that we're vegetarians, and he just whipped something up, and it honestly looks so amazing. Solid lunch.
This is what we needed after our improvised dinner last night.
We ended the trip where we started, food, but this time not in a rush. Just sitting, eating, being, which, spoiler, feels wildly revolutionary when you're used to documenting everything. Maybe the weirdest parts? I don't miss the apps. I miss the feedback, the little red hearts. But maybe that's the work, even if no one else sees it. Normally, I'd share this meal instantly, but now it's just for us.
Lunch was phenomenal, but the time it waits, 24 hours, is up. Let's see what the world's been doing without me. Oh, good. A SMS from the supermarket about weekly deals and messages on TikTok to watch a video.
It's not that I want to live offline forever. I love being connected, but presence is a practice. And this trip reminded me how to practice. The internet will always be waiting, but presence, that one's on me. I'm not quitting the internet, but I am going to be more intentional about how I use it, because presence isn't something that just happens. It's a choice, and I'd forgotten how good it feels to make it.
Thank you guys so much for coming offline with me. When was the last time you went offline? Truly offline, and what were you doing? If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because you get to come with more adventures with me like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!